Now on CoastTV News.
An urgent plea for funding.
Our deficit on our EMS is $1 million.
The Lewes Fire Department threatens to shut down its ambulance service if it doesn't get more money.
Dry and dangerous. As a drought lingers, so do fire dangers.
OC expansion plans.
It's another opportunity to showcase Ocean City.
Adding hundreds of parking spots at the convention center, but at what cost?
This is CoastTV News at 6.
Ambulance services in jeopardy in Lewes. Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 6. We begin tonight with a demand for more fire funding. As Sussex County grows, local fire and EMS needs, those are growing too. In Lewes, the fire department says if something doesn't change, they can't afford to keep up the ambulance service. CoastTV News reporter Emma Aiken is live in Lewes. Emma, the fire department told the county they would be forced to dissolve their ambulance services unless they receive more money.
Charlie, this is the letter, and in it, the fire department says they asked for more money 6 years ago. They say they did not get enough, and Lewes's population continues to skyrocket. The fire department says running ambulances won't be financially possible unless they get, quote, a substantial increase. A plea for help from the Lewes Fire Department. Fire Chief William Buccalow and President A. Wallace Evans say they need more money from Sussex County to keep up with ambulance demand.
They've allowed a lot of growth, but they haven't increased our funding. And in the past 3 years, our deficit on our EMS is $1 million.
The fire department, which is primarily made up of volunteers, says they've gone from responding to, on average, 14 calls a day, both medical and fire calls, to 21 calls a day in just 6 years, which in turn forced the department to hire 8 more EMTs. Lewes Fire says that has doubled operating costs since 2018, and funding, including donations, have not kept pace. We reached out to Sussex County about the letter they received, but they did not have any comment at this time. The question remains, if Lewes cancels its ambulance service, who will respond when people call 911?
We don't know how Rehoboth or Milton or the surrounding areas are going to be able to pick up the extra runs that we're dropping out. Our problem is we've been just running so many of them, and we just can't keep up anymore.
Eileen Beveridge lives in Lewes and tells CoastTV she thinks the county needs to pony up.
It would mean that people would die. If they couldn't get an ambulance and they couldn't get to the hospital or the emergency room, people would die. I think it's a very serious problem.
As more and more people call 911, the call for help grows louder from the Lewes Fire Department. The fire department wanted to make it clear they don't want to dissolve their ambulance service. They say they've been left with no other choice. We also contacted the city of Lewes, who say they are unaware of this letter. Live in Lewes, Emma Aiken, CoastTV News.
Thank you, Emma. And Lewes Fire is not the only department that has issued an urgent call for more money. Recently, all of them pointing to the massive population growth in their districts. The Indian River Volunteer Fire Company, that's the Oak Orchard Long Neck area, it says it needs $3.5 million for expansion. And Milford's Carlisle Fire Company wants $300,000 for more ambulances.
This brings us to our CoastTV poll this evening. We want to know, how should fire departments handle their budget shortfalls?
Let's take a look at the updated results from last news hour. 77% say make county or state pay, though 13% say raise service fees, 6% say make budget cuts.
If you haven't voted yet, you still can go do that. It's at coasttv.com or use the CoastTV mobile app, and we will show you updated results on CoastTV News at 11.
The ACLU of Delaware has created a petition. The ACLU is asking Governor Matt Meyer to sign an executive order of non-cooperation with ICE for mass deportations. The ACLU says they've been preparing this petition for more than a year.
A climate of terror for hardworking and documented Latinos or Latinas does not create an assurance that our state resources, funds, or personnel, for which all undocumented contribute by paying taxes, will be used efficiently for the well-being not only of immigrants, but all Delawareans.
The ACLU of Delaware says they have collected 1,500 signatures so far.
Law firms across Delaware are urging Delaware lawmakers to support a bill aimed at keeping corporations here in the state. Advocates say SB 21 clarifies corporate governance rules. The bill was proposed after big companies who long incorporated in Delaware left after some high-profile legal cases. If you didn't know, corporations make a huge part of Delaware tax revenue. The bill has a hearing Wednesday.
Delaware's Diamond State Hospital Review Board has met for the first time, and board member and Delaware Healthcare Association President Brian Frazee issuing a statement worried the board might make things harder for hospitals already dealing with funding cuts and more demand. Saying in part, quote, "I am urging my fellow board members to recognize that we must take a holistic approach to addressing Delaware's current and future healthcare challenges. We cannot act in silos." A bill created that 7-person board, if you're not familiar, to review hospital budgets. Now, many thought it was too much. And now Christiana Care is even suing over the bill's constitutionality. DHA is calling for a more collaborative approach and avoiding big cuts that have been seen in states like Vermont.
Over 750 more homes, nearly 100 apartments, and almost 100,000 square feet of commercial space in Sussex County proposed for land in Lewes.
North Star Property LLC was in front of County Council Tuesday asking for 2 zoning changes and 1 conditional land use.
This is for property lying near Route 9 and Beaver Dam Road. Coast TV News reporter Brendan Conroy is live in Sussex County.
Brendan, this was a public hearing, no votes cast, but based on attendance and length, it was an important one.
Maddie and Charlie, yes, this was just a public hearing, so no votes were cast just yet, but there were plenty of people on both sides that went up to the stand to speak on what is going on at today's meeting. And developers talked about those 94 units that they're looking to use for affordable housing opportunities, how they would offer those up to families who might need it. And according to the first ordinance asking for a zoning change, developers are looking to have some room for commercial spaces like restaurants and businesses there. And locals, like I said at the meeting, were speaking on about both sides. While there was no official vote made when I was in the meeting is still going on. I'm going to bring you the rest of the story on Coast TV News at 11. Reporting live in Sussex County, Brendan Conroy, Coast TV News.
All right, Brendan, thank you so much. As we take a live look outside into Lewes now, our First Alert Chief Meteorologist Paul Williams has a look at our forecast. Good evening, Paul.
Good evening, Maddie. Don't you just love that skyline, how that looks right there? It's just inviting you to enjoy the beach already, you know, I'm here for it, right? But we're going to have to get a little rain in here because we're a little bit on the dry side. See, our tunnel and razor cameras highlighting just how clear it is. And this is what you see, total skyline totally clear when you have high pressure that's in dominance over our neck of the woods. And so that's what's happening right now, 61 degrees. Now we're going to drop rapidly thanks to the clear skies because there's no cloud cover to keep the warmth close to the ground. So we'll drop down to 50 as early as 9 o'clock and down into the 40s by 10 o'clock and continue to fall there as far as Lewes is concerned. Now, we actually had a high today of 69 degrees, which is well above the norm, but not quite in the 70s, which is actually where the record high was set on the state. Coming up, we're going to talk about the dry parchness of our weather pattern, Maddie.
All right, Paul, thank you. Homer Gudelsky Park in West Ocean City, it's going to close for a week. According to the county, it's for erosion control and sand replenishment, leading the park and parking lot to close from the 17th to the 24th.
If you've ever had trouble finding a parking spot at the Ocean City Convention Center, you are not alone, which is why the council has a workshop. They had a meeting today discussing adding parking spaces via garage to create more space. Live in Ocean City is Coast TV News reporter Kevin Zappe. Kevin, this master plan has more than just extra parking.
Charlie, along with adding more parking spaces outside the convention center, they're also looking to do with this master plan is to add an additional space right here inside the convention center. Now back outside, they currently have around 1,000 parking spaces, but with this current design plans, an extra 560 spots could be made available. Ocean City Tourism and Business Development Director Tom Perlazzo says these plans will hopefully bring more revenue to the town in the foreseeable future.
We just wanted to create this roadmap for the future, and hopefully we're moving in the right direction as we go through the next several years.
Now, Ocean City will be having an economic plan on this possible project to see if it'll be beneficial for the town. I'm Kevin Zappe, live in Ocean City, Coast TV News.
Also in Ocean City, a group of protesters will mix in with parade goers this weekend. Starting this year, guests have to stay for at least 5 nights at short-term rentals, and town leaders say they want to keep neighborhoods family-friendly. But property owners believe this is a case of government overreach. So they're planning a protest along Coastal Highway Saturday just before the big parade.
What you'll do away with are owners that want to rent some but use it. It's more of a second home. They rent a few weeks to help pay the high cost of taxes, insurance, and other bills down here.
The group of protesters have also started a petition telling CoastTV they'd like to bring OC's new short-term rental rules to a referendum. And we're just getting started this evening.
Say goodbye to parking kiosks and hello to the Park mobile app in Ocean City.
We're expecting more warm weather for Wednesday. More on the great springtime sunshine coming up.
But first, drought conditions on the coast. What to keep in mind when there's dry weather and high winds. We're back in just 60 seconds.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you'll get your first month free when you join today. Sign up for just $1 down, $24.99 a month, and get your first month free. Cancel anytime. Deal ends March 13th.
Get the better, more restful night's sleep you deserve and wake up feeling refreshed. Shop Johnny Janosik's Mattress World now and get 2 free pillows, a free sheet set, and free mattress protector with any sleep system purchase of $19.99 or more. Save more with 0% APR for up to 48 months, plus free delivery and free removal of your old mattress. It's time for better sleep. It's time for bigger savings. Wake up feeling your best. Shop Johnny Janosik's Mattress World today.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you'll get your first month free when you join today. Sign up for just $1 down, $24.99 a month, and get your first month free. Cancel anytime. Deal ends March 13th.
This is Coast TV News at 6.
An irrigation system up and running at Dawn's Tree Farm in Greenwood.
We are still experiencing drought-like conditions even after recent rainfall.
Well, it's not as bad as the fall's record-breaking drought. Coast TV reporter Zakia Jennings shows us there is still room for concern.
This is a sound people on the coast are all too familiar with: walking on dry grass. Jay Jones, Public Information Officer for the Ellendale Volunteer Fire Company, says dry conditions plus high winds can make something as simple as a controlled burn a dangerous situation.
The last few weeks with the breezes and the wind that carries them, like I said, there's rules and precautions you have to take anytime you're dealing with fire and a controlled burn situation. So please follow those rules.
Don Hallowell at Don's Tree Farm was running his irrigation system much longer than usual back in October and November. It seems it paid off. And while he's not too concerned right now, he knows his trees are going to need a shower from Mother Nature sooner or later.
If we don't start getting a couple of inches of rain over the next month, then we will have to start irrigation on those. Especially prior to applying the fertilizer to the Christmas trees.
Though we're not seeing the drought conditions that we saw back in October and November, people are still urged to follow the burn ban rules. Even though there is no official burn ban at this time, people are also urged to make sure they're taking care of their plants, their trees, whatever they may have. In Greenwood, Zakia Jennings, Coast TV News.
Here's the latest drought monitor, and I'm taking a look at that story. We're at a moderate level throughout most of the county and severe in and around Lewes, and we'll talk about the next opportunity to rain that we desperately need coming up in your full forecast.
Coast TV News can be heard on Big 107.7.
At Cabinet Discounters, we're turning your remodeling dreams into reality. Whether you're upgrading your kitchen, revamping your bathroom, or adding storage solutions to other spaces, we've got you covered. With over 40 years of trusted expertise, we're proud to bring our commitment to quality and service to Frankfort, Delaware. Explore top quality cabinets, elegant countertops, and expert design services at our showroom. And let us help bring your vision to life.
Cabinet Discounters. Great quality, great price.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota.
Awesome!
like it. I love it.
Right now, buy a half-ton Tundra with low 1.99 APR financing. Or lease a rugged Tacoma TRD Sport for just $319 a month.
Go from dreaming it to driving it today.
Toyota, let's go places.
We could practice our skills anywhere, but here is where we've chosen to be. It's here that we find new ways to create hope, give second chances, save lives. One day your heart will need us, and on that day, we'll be ready, without missing a beat. The Heart and Vascular Institute at Bay Health. Our commitment runs deep.
When it comes to upgrading your home, choose America's largest exterior remodeler, Window World. High quality, energy efficient, and built to last, our windows deliver comfort, beauty, and savings. With over 3.5 million projects completed and tens of thousands of 5-star reviews, homeowners across the country trust Window World to get the job done right. Professional installation, unbeatable value. That's the Window World way. Call now for your free quote.
Attention Delmarva, it's Ashley's 80th anniversary. Your local Ashley stores in Del Mar and Millsboro, Delaware have been selected as national inventory distribution sites with savings up to 80% off store-wide. The most prolific name in home furnishings, Ashley celebrates 80 years as the value leader with savings up to 80% off. Only in our tax-free retail sites in Millsboro and Del Mar, Delaware.
At All Mobility, we keep you moving. Whether it's wheelchair-accessible vans, scooters, home ramps, or lift chairs, we've got the perfect mobility solution for you. Our experts will help customize options to fit your needs and lifestyle so you can stay independent and active. Scooters, ramps, vans, and more. Get moving with All Mobility. Come see us today or schedule a home consultation. allmobilitystore.com.
Download the free Coast TV First Alert weather app today.
Springtime sunshine and comforting, soothing sunshine is what we've enjoyed over the last couple of days. And it looks like we're going to continue that streak of beautiful weather as well. Our dry tech camera in Ocean City holding at about 49 degrees right now. And we're going to drop down to 47 to 46 degrees by 9 o'clock in Ocean City. Now, when you're closer to the water, the temperatures tend to waffle a little bit, not so dramatically. I mean, we're at 61 in Ocean City for the high, but we warmed up to 69 for the high in Georgetown as well as Salisbury. The farther inland you go, the more reactive we have the temperature readings becoming because of the lack of cloud water in and around those areas. So as you take a look at the Delmarva Peninsula in general, we're staying pretty clear. We have a cold front that's actually just to our northwest. I don't foresee that cold front bringing us much of a problem. A few clouds, a bit of an overcast situation, yes. But right now, we continue to trend upward. I mean, we're right now 6 degrees warmer than we were just 24 hours ago. We're holding at 60 degrees in Milton, 72 in Redden right now, 65 in Georgetown, 68 right now in Seaford, and 64 degrees in Del Mar, but 53, for example, in Rehoboth Beach. But look at these dew point temperatures in the 40s and 20s, for example, in Redden. And Redden, 72, but the dew point temperature of 29, so that shows us a dried out atmosphere. And when you take into account that we are still in the midst of at least a moderate drought throughout most of the county, and severe for Lewes and up here towards along the beach area going towards Milford, so to speak. That's why we're concerned about getting just a little more water in place for us. And we need that shower from Mother Nature. I mean, statistically, we're about a quarter of an inch beyond our normal total as far as this year is concerned. But that's only a positive number because we started a new calendar year. When you take a look at the stretch of dry weather we had overall, we're still behind pace, so to speak, for the last few months in a row when you count last year going into this year. 40s for us to start off Wednesday and 50s by the afternoon, but sunshine. Now, the cloud cover will overtake us as we go into Thursday, okay? And we're looking for the same basic pattern for Wednesday from Ocean Pines down to Snow Hill. and Newark and those areas. Now for Wednesday afternoon, we'll climb back into the 50s, but we'll go back into the 40s for Thursday, and Thursday we'll start seeing cloud cover become a little bit thicker for us. Our precipitation chances stay diminished until we get to Sunday. That's where we'll peak at about 58. Speaking of Sunday, here's that line of rain that's going to begin to move in Sunday night, but really it's Monday by noon where this is going to really just flare up for lunchtime on Monday. So brunch plans on Monday should be indoors. All right. So with that being the case, tonight 44, mostly clear, then mostly sunny for tomorrow, and then clouds will come out quickly for us as we go into Thursday and 53. Finally, here's a look at your extended forecast.
How did Paul know I had brunch plans? If you live in Ocean City, get ready to bring your phone every time you park. Starting April 1st, the only way to pay to park will be through the Park mobile app. Those parking kiosks, they're getting removed everywhere in 2025, except the inlet parking lot kiosks. Those are going to be removed in 2026.
The Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Right now, Cambridge South Dorchester boys basketball is looking to earn their second straight Maryland State Finals appearance. CSD is squaring off with Liberty at Henry A. Wise High School in the semifinals. The Vikings are coming off a 53-44 victory over Fort Hill in the quarters. Senior Kobe Ennals dropped a team-high 19 points, and junior Samaj Pinder added 16. On the other side, Liberty took down Colonel Richardson 76-47 in their quarters to set up tonight's matchup. The Lions entered at 20-4 on the season, while the Vikings are on an impressive run with only one blemish on their record this season, falling to Decatur in the Bayside Championship. Visit the DSN Facebook page for updates on this state semifinal matchup and watch highlights on the final score at 10:30 p.m. And the NFL free agency frenzy continues, with Philadelphia trading starting veteran safety C.J. Gardner-Johnson to Houston for offensive guard Kenyon Green, a former number 15 overall pick in the 2022 draft who struggled with injuries in 2023 and started 9 games this past year. The Eagles will also receive a 5th-round pick and the Texans a 6th-round pick in the 2026 draft. That'll do for sports. Have a great night.
Tired of your old tub? Imagine stepping into a brand new, modern walk-in shower designed for style, comfort, and safety. At Bath by Spicer Brothers, we make upgrading your bathroom easy. Our factory-certified team provides professional 5-star installation in as little as 1 day.
And with our price match guarantee and done right guarantee, you get the best service at the best price. Right now, save 20% on your entire bathroom project with payments as low as $79 a month.
Call Bath by Spicer Brothers today because you deserve the best.
This morning's weather forecast courtesy of Bath by Spicer Brothers, a Delmarva tradition for over 20 years.
Hey Slim, how's that video going to help us pay for college?
I don't know, but your basketball skills sure aren't going to either.
I bet you can't make the next one.
Bet I can, and I bet I can attend Warwick for free.
Ha! If you figure that out, I'll be in your next video.
All right, bet.
You can attend Warwick for free with the Maryland Community College Promise Scholarship. Fill out the FAFSA today. Visit warwick.edu for more details.
Fall in love with safety and reliability at Gateway Subaru during the Subaru A Lot to Love event. From rain and snow to sunny skies, Subaru's legendary symmetrical all-wheel drive has you covered through any weather. Right now, take home a new 2025 Subaru Outback and take advantage of great financing rates as low as 1.9%. Stop by today to pre-order the all-new 2025 Subaru Forester Hybrid, designed for tomorrow. Gateway Subaru, just minutes from the beaches in the heart of Delmarva. Higher standards.
Hello, it's Joe from Kendall Furniture in tax-free Shelbyville, Delaware. Have you noticed the big stores always tell you they have the lowest price guarantee? How can they do that? Really? How can they guarantee you the lowest price? At Kendall Furniture, we keep it simple, and that means better prices for you every day. Our non-commissioned expert staff is here to help you, not themselves. I'd like to invite you to come visit our expanded Rose Sofa Gallery with over 20 pieces on display, and come see the Kendall difference.
Coastal Comfort knows you can't always plan when you'll need us. That's why Coastal Comfort technicians are dedicated experts. Early mornings to late nights, cold or hot weather, day in and day out, delivering quality service when you need them. Reliable, trustworthy, always here for you. Experience the Coastal Comfort difference. Call us or visit coastalcomfort.com to schedule your appointment today. Coastal Comfort, a Carrier factory authorized dealer serving Maryland and Delaware. Carrier, turn to the experts.
Get ready for 4 days of fun at SpringFest. Enjoy amazing food, live entertainment, over 200 unique artisan products, and an enhanced selection of food, beer, and wine. You won't want to miss this free event located at the Ocean City Inlet from April 24th to the 27th. SpringFest features 2 stages and more than 30 live performances and ticketed headliners like Strangelove, the Depeche Mode Experience, country music sensation Hunter Hayes, and the legendary Wailers featuring Junior Marvin, opened by Pacifier. Don't miss out. Get all the details at ococean.com/SpringFest.
WRDE First Alert Weather, brought to you by Ocean City, Maryland.
Do you want to help support Cape Henlopen State Park? The 21st annual indoor flea market, that is Saturday, March 15th at the Officers Club. There's going to be a raffle basket, clothing, and household items. All proceeds go to Friends of Cape Henlopen State Park educational programs for school children. And I know this from some of the people we talked to earlier today. It gets packed early, so get there early.
Love the state park. All right, sick umbrella giveaway. Lynn Hormansky of South Bethany Beach, you're our winner, courtesy of Paul Davis Restoration Home Remodeling. By the way, we've updated our weather line, so just call it. If your forecast is just a call away, 443-880-9100, sponsored by the law offices of Brugstead, Mendalis, and Federico. And finally, here's a look at your exclusive 10-day forecast. Above norm temperatures, although a little cloudy on Thursday and Friday, but then we escalate to 64 on Saturday. Chance of showers on Sunday, but 70 degrees.
All right, Paul, thank you, and thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 6.
For more news, more local weather, download our Coast TV News app.
The NBC Nightly News is up next.
And we're going to see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 11. Have a great evening.